Do you want to know the biggest privilege these guys got?
Got what?
They choose to stream 9 hours.
100%.
They literally can turn it off after 4. They can turn it off after 5. But because they want to make more money, they keep streaming. And then they want to get up here and then complain about how hard it is. You're literally choosing it. That's like you do it for money and then complaining it hurts. Today's topic, our favorite socialist is getting in trouble. Hamas Piker.
Just said Hamas Piker. That's a good one.
That's the nickname people are giving him online.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
Shut that shit off, please. Shut up.
Come on, just keep listening.
Oh, my God.
What?
So a nurse is not that doesn't have a real job?
You know what? According to Hasan, people took him out of context. So let's see the full video.
Okay.
No. Social battery wise, unless you're in retail, fucking retail, it's very different. You're out of touch. I'm going to die, dude. There's motherfuckers who are accountants in here and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same way as someone who did a sales job, a real job. Okay. I'm telling you, as someone who did both, 9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do fucking physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't fucking do more social shit. That's my point. There are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those are like, I think, customer service type shit. But like if you're an accountant or if you're even like in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than like constantly having to do this for 9 hours with like a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery and you just tap out after it. Yeah, think about it this way. Like you give presentations for your job, right? Imagine giving a presentation for 9 hours straight. It's like after a while you'd be like, I don't want to talk ever again.
That's the context. I don't know what jobs you worked at, but it seems like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you're saying people that are not doing a people-pleasing job. Sometimes the people that you have to please in your job are your bosses
Or coworkers.
Sometimes you're doing those jobs and they are the one that are draining you. Your coworkers. Your definition of what a client is very limited. A client can be someone from outside of your work, comes into your work, and then you have to serve them. But a client can also be other departments of your job that depend on your position. That's considered a client.
And that's people pleasing. When you have to work with other departments and have to bend over backwards to just make sure no problems exist, you are people pleasing.
If every 6 months you have to have a report, and you're not dealing with people outside of your work, you're just dealing with people inside of your work. And every 6 months, your boss meets you and it's like, yeah, we're going to see how you're doing at the job. You have to please your people, which are your bosses and whatever standards that there is in the company.
Here's the truth about our favorite champagne socialist, okay? He comes from one of the richest families in Turkey, okay? He's incredibly wealthy. He's always been from a wealthy family. And so this trust fund baby goes on to be a very successful streamer and makes it. You don't really know about this hard work life. That's why a lot of these dudes who before the people never come from backgrounds that are actually of the people. He is top 1% today. And even back then when he was part of his family, he was top 0.1% in Turkey. The truth about Hasan, him talking about work and everybody misunderstanding and they're being really stupid and low IQ when they're listening to his responses, this is just a brat who's always been a bit rich brat. And he's talking about real jobs like he has the experience, but he doesn't. And he's not the only one because Asmongold, okay, reacted to this. I actually like Asmon. I think Asmongold is cool, even if he looks homeless every day. He is my favorite homeless millionaire streamer. This has been my opinion observing most streamers and content creators. Most of them are completely out of touch with reality.
So people are getting mad. It's a bad take. What's it a bad take of? He says that he gets exhausted socially because he's talking to people for 9 hours a day. You really think that's not true?
That's not what he said.
I mean, you really think it's not true?
That's not the only thing that he said. He didn't say that he's drained because he's working 9 hours a day and he's talking to people for 9 hours a day. I can understand that. I can understand the fact that you're going to be drained. He said that his job is more draining than any normal job.
Excluding retail, to be fair.
And life doesn't work like that.
Nope.
If he just had said, my work, what I do right now, is extremely draining, you would have just said that. I would have been like, yeah, my man.
But what did he say?
But you said that your job is more draining than any normal real job. No. Fucking no, my guy. It doesn't work like that. The world doesn't work like that. Nothing works like that. But what, you're gonna include nurses? You're gonna talk to me about people in the force?
Yeah, but they're saying socially doesn't drain their batteries.
It could. You're dealing. What are you talking? I know you trolling. You just trolling.
But I think his point is that a lot of these people who work in these kinds of jobs after work, they like to go out. They like to go out, grab beers. You know what I mean? Accountants will do that, but then
that's not everybody. That's a couple of people. And if it was so, the city would be filled with happy hour would be every day. Happy hour is on Thursday. It would be filled with people every night. Now, some people, they go home. You know why they go home? Because after they go to work, even if they don't feel like it, they got families to attend to. And they got to do that. That is so out of touch. That is stupid take.
All right.
And him backing
let it play for a little bit, and then we'll go.
That after you spend 9 hours being investigated by thousands of people with every facial movement, everything you say, every word, with people constantly trying to disagree with you and fight with you, that's not socially draining. This is totally understandable.
Do you want to know the biggest privilege these guys got?
Got what?
They choose to stream 9 hours.
100%.
They literally can turn it off after 4. They can turn it off after 5. But because they want to make more money, they keep streaming. And then they want to get up here and then complain about how hard it is. Who here gets to choose their fucking hours at work?
Not a lot of people.
The fact that you guys even have the gall to compare yourselves to regular people when your extra hours of labor are rewarded with more and more money is insane. It's like the levels of disconnected people, like, why should we feel any sympathy or give a shit about what your struggles is? You're literally choosing it. That's like you do it for money and then complaining it hurts.
Wow, this slap was hard. Slap softer. Don't slap yourself, dumbass.
Nobody cares. You have a job where you're extremely gifted and privileged. Nobody cares. You choose your hours. Shut the fuck about your problems. And certainly, if you're gonna talk about it, don't compare yourself to regular people.
I'm even gonna throw OnlyFan models in there, and all the ex-workers and stuff like that. Because what they have to do to make the money that shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't do that.
No.
Shout outs to them.
Turn it off.
The shit that they would have to do to make that amount, shut up.
Do you guys realize?
Oh my
literally,
days.
if they wanted to, this is something that you regular people can't do because you're literally going to lose your homes. You know what they need to do just to solve all their problems?
Not do it! They have to turn that shit up. Do it again.
I'm gonna turn it off.
Do it again.
Everyone's gonna hate it.
Do it again. Do it again.
Someone actually said real job. What does that mean? A real job is a job that you have. Bullshit jobs are the ones that other people have. It's just that simple.
No. Okay, this is what I don't understand if these people have ever worked. What a bullshit job is a job where you are paid to literally just exist. You're a number. Like, if you've ever worked for the government, there's a lot of bullshit jobs there. Why? Because the government just got money to spend. They got to meet certain quotas. So they literally hire people. I've been told this on my job. You're there to look busy. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? That is a bullshit job. I could get my 8 hours of work done in 2 hours, but I have to not do that so I can look busy throughout, or else if I finish it too fast and I'm too productive, either they give me another bunch of bullshit work, or they'll just literally tell me you're reprimanded for not doing your job. What the fuck is that? That is what it's called, a bullshit job. Those exist. Those exist in huge numbers. And then there's real jobs. They're not the same thing.
He makes thousands of dollars a day. Him making takes, trying to relate to normal working people is fucking stupid. Well, there are normal working people that also make thousands of dollars a day. So, like, I don't really understand, like, what your point is. Yeah, I mean...
Okay.
I don't know what working people you know, the normal working people that are making thousands of dollars. You guys know what thousands of dollars a day is? Let's say, granted, let's say it's $3,000 a day. Do you know how much that is over the course of a whole month?
That's a lot.
That's $90,000 a month.
Nobody.
You think there's people out here
Nobody does that.
making anywhere from 60 to 70, making close to $1 million a year?
Nobody does that.
That's not normal people. No, they're not.
CEOs from companies sometimes don't even do that. Stop.
This is the problem, okay? And this is what streamers and content creators, okay? Your job, okay? Is it difficult? Maybe, yes. Nobody cares. Shut the fuck up about it. You want to know why? Because you're well compensated. Extremely well compensated for the level of difficulty of your job. And this is how most people internalize this and whether or not they want to hear about your suffering. How difficult is your job? How well do you get compensated for it? If your job is extremely difficult and hard to manage, but you get paid peanuts, complain as you want. I will never get mad at a garbage man for whining about their job. Want to know why? Because they get peanuts to go pick up your fucking trash. Go ahead. Your guys' difficulty level may be at a 4 or 5, but you get compensated so goddamn well, nobody trying to hear that shit. Whenever people come to me like, man, isn't YouTube shit hard? I'm like, yeah, I guess, but
it is, but
I get paid so well, I'm going to shut the fuck up about it. That's what it is. Because I'm not going to go back to my old job. Want to know why? Because I used to get paid shit to do extremely hard work then. That's most people's reality. Most people are not being compensated half as well as the difficulty of their job. So they don't want to hear you bitch and moan about the fact that it's so socially draining. Like they don't got to deal with the same shit for 1/100th of your paycheck. You're asking for sympathy whilst also belittling their experience, talking about how much harder you have it. Bro, you're not going to get nobody's sympathy. And if you don't understand that, that's because you're fucking out of touch. Nobody's trying to hear that shit. And I know Asmongold knows this because a while back, he was telling game developers, I don't give a how hard your shit is. Nobody's trying to hear it. Make the fucking games.
Xavier's tweet was well-intentioned, and he went on to add a lot of important...
He made a lot of very good points.
But I think it misses the perspective of the consumer.
But yeah, it does. And this is the thing, is developers need to stop. Like, nobody gives a fuck about, it's so hard. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Stop crying. Either do it or you don't. Holy fuck. Just nobody cares about, it's so hard. Well, this is, bro, you're talking to people that work in construction and you're going to say that it's hard? Your job could be more demanding than that. I don't know. But guess what? To them, it's not.
But now when it's you guys, like, we want, and you expect sympathy for what reason? Guys, you get paid millions of dollars. Half of the time, you guys sit there on the screen shutting the fuck up while something else plays, okay? You're just reacting. Or sometimes you play the fucking video and you leave your screen for 30 minutes. You eat on the job. Like, don't pretend like this shit is crazy. Is it socially draining? Sure, I could see that. Don't act like your job is special in comparison to others. It's not. It's not. Being in the military, socially draining. Working sales, socially draining. Even when I didn't even have to work, when I was doing remote work and to just be myself with my coworkers, it was socially draining to have to fucking sit in Zoom calls and listen to people babble about some dumb shit. Or sitting there and looking at a fucking spreadsheet and then having to type shit out and my brain just wants to melt. You think after that I want to go talk to a bunch of people?
Is a YouTube game hard? I don't know. What you do for your living? I'm a pastry chef. What time do you get up in the morning? Every morning I wake up at 5 in the morning. I gotta be the pastry, but that's worse than my boss. My boss has to be be there at 3 to get the orders in and this and that and that and that and everything and stuff. And how much is that? That's 12 hours. My job is good. My job is good. What the fuck you mean? I get to talk to people and I make so much money, more money than I haven't done in my life. And it's so hard because of the comments and everything and stuff. And I get to take breaks whenever the fuck. You see how it sounds? all the people that are like, Son, you're dumb. You're talking to people that cannot that they're not even understanding and that never had to understand what you're doing and what you're living. And as a matter of fact, I'm glad that all this happened, all this in my life happened, the YouTube game and the comedy and this and that and whatever happened now. So even though I am here where I'm at right now, doing what I do, I can still connect with you because I got the experience of having to do that and having the bullshit jobs. And I've been doing jobs sometimes that they come to me, some coworkers come to me and be like, yo, you need to slack because you're making us look bad.
Listen. Nobody wants to hear about a problem.
No, nobody gives a fuck.
Okay? Your problems are of your own choice, and literally it's because you're greedy. Because you're greedy. That's it. Just turn it off. This is so stressful, bro.
God damn, can I try?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Look at how hard this is.
Is it the button on top?
Yeah. Turn it off. Turn it off.
On and off?
We're about to live a good life.
The red one?
Yeah, I'm about to go make love to my wives. Oh my God, working out is so hard. I work out 7 hours. Stop working out that much. Go home, drink water, sleep, fuck, anything else. Just stop. Okay, all right. All right, that's it for today's video. By the way, we got our second channel, Abba Preaching the Floor, where we like to enjoy ourselves. Do all the funny stuff, Jubilee cut videos, you can get them there. We got Discord, check that out too.